Hey everyone, I hope you guys are doing absolutely well. And this is the video that I'm uploading after a very long time. And this is the first video of the year 2023. And I must say that the year 2023, I'm starting with a very sad note because I lost my KDP account overnight last month. Yes, a KDP nightmare happened with me and I lost my KDP account completely. So in this video, I'm going to share with you the dark side of KDP and with that, my end of KDP journey. So the whole story I'm going to share with you in this video. So make sure that you watch the video till the end and I'll see you on the other side of the video. All right, so my KDP account got terminated. So what's the whole story behind it? I'm going to share with you in today's video how it all started, what was the reason behind it, and what are the steps that I have taken when my account got terminated, and some of the open questions that I still have in my mind, and what is next after my KDP account termination. So I came to know that suspension and termination. So these were the two different terminologies. If KDP account gets suspended, there are still chances that one may be able to recover. But if the account get terminated, I learned that there are no chances. Rarely, maybe rarely it can be recovered. But what I learned was that if an account is terminated, there is very less hope and there are very less chances in order to have the account back. So with that said, my account was terminated. So let's take a look at that, how the story started. So the story started with this email. I was on a vacation and I was not having access to my email. I was not at all checking my emails and I was completely away on the vacation mode. And it all started with this email. And it was an alert email from Amazon KDP about my KDP account. And in that, they mentioned that during the review, they found that the book detail was having a violation as per the content guidelines. I have not included the complete snippet of the email, or I have only included the part of it, but it mentioned that the book title was kind of was violating the content guidelines. And this email was residing in my inbox, and I was on my vacation mode, and I didn't check the email, and I was not able to reply back to this email. And a day after, when I checked my email, when I was back from my vacation, I saw this termination email. And it was with the subject, your Amazon KDP account. And it mentioned that they're terminating my account effective immediately because they identified the submission of content for which I did not have necessary right. And they also mentioned the book name. I have removed the book name over here in the screen print. And with that, they mentioned that as a part of this termination process, they'll be closing the account. I'll no longer be having and I'll no longer be eligible to receive any outstanding royalties. I'll no longer be having the access to my account. Any of my titles, any of my reports, and all the titles that I have published, those would be removed from Amazon shelf. And as per the terms and conditions, they mentioned that I'll not be allowed to open any new KDP account going forward. And this was the email that they sent. And reading this email, I was kind of thinking that why I was not able to take a look at the earlier alert email that they have sent. If at all I would have been able to reply to that email, it would have been a possibility that my account I would have saved. But as I was not able to reply to that alert email, I think KDP might have considered that I have nothing to respond, and that's the reason they have terminated my account. So the very first thing that I did was I tried to access my KDP account. And when I tried to access that, I found that my access was completely banned. And this is the screen print that I'm showing. This is how it looks when I try to access my account. It says that this account has been closed. If you believe your account was closed in error, please contact us. This is what they show. So I replied to KDP with all the details mentioning that, because the book that they mentioned was something which was I published in the beginning days of my KDP journey. And I provided all the details, but my first request in order to reinstantiate my KDP account got rejected. This is the first email that I got from KDP, that they will review the information, but they are upholding their previous decision and they'll be terminating the account, and all my titles are removed from the sale on Amazon and they'll not be reinstantiating the account. This was the first request that I made and it got rejected. On receiving this email, I again tried one more time. I have not included the screen print of the emails that I sent to KDP. I only have included the responses from them, hiding uh, appropriate details from the responses. Okay, so second time, my request got rejected once again, and they mentioned that all my titles are removed from the sale and they'll not be instantiating, and I'll no longer be eligible to receive any outstanding royalties and all the details that I shared earlier. And the last sentence that they mentioned was, please be advised that this is our final decision and we won't be offering any further insight or action on this matter. So this was a kind of a clear message that now going forward, if I'm going to do any communication, they are not going to entertain that. But still, I was hoping that I'll get some sort of a reply on my email. So I sent an email, but I didn't get any reply back. So at the end, I was kind of searching for various ways to kind of get the account back. And that's in some of the analysis, I found that if we kind of send an email to Jeff Bezos at Amazon.com, then there are chances that we might get our account back. And that is something that I also tried as well. But this is the reply that I got. They mentioned that I copied an email address that is not associated with the account, and to protect the privacy, they'll be sending the account and all the information related to that specific account at the email address that they have on KDP. So that's the reason they just send this email to only myself, and on top of that, I didn't receive any further communication. After that, I also kind of found that once we click on that contact us, and if we provide the details, there are chances that we might get the account back and we might get some reply. But I also tried with that, but no luck. And at the end, it completely ends there. And my KDP account got terminated, and till date, I have never received it back. And I don't have any hope that I'll ever be receiving that back. But I still have some open questions. Some of the open questions that I have is, why after so many days, why after around year and a half or so, they found that there is a violation on my book? That is something that they could have found when I have published my book itself, when it was under review itself. Why at that time they didn't found that violation? I hope they would have found that, and this mistake, what whatever I have made, I could have completely avoided that. Why they found it very, very late? Another question that I have is there anything related to artificial intelligence or chat GPT that has kind of played a role in this termination? I don't know, I'm just guessing, because chat GPT was the recent news, and after that, I found the news about my KDP account and it got terminated. So I don't know, I'm just thinking out loud, whether is there any connection between chat GPT and artificial intelligence and my KDP account? It might not be there, but it's still an open question that I have. But with that, I had to lose my KDP account. My KDP account got terminated. All my titles that I have published, and some of them were kind of earning me a good amount of royalty, although I was not making that huge amount of royalty. But every month I was at least making some dollars out of it. And everything is something gone, and I don't have any access to that. Some of the book titles that I had, some of the content that I had, that is something that I have with myself on my local machine, but there were few books which I was hoping that it is going to reside on KDP forever, and I didn't take a backup of that, those long content book. So that is something that I had to completely lose. But yeah, with that, it was kind of a sad to lose my KDP account. But now what is next? So I'm keeping myself optimistic, and what I see is that this is not an end, but it's a completely new beginning. It's the start of a new beginning and something new on its way. And I'll be sharing with you about that in the upcoming video. So make sure that you subscribe to this channel in order to kind of find out what is something next that I'm trying it out, and what is something that I'll be sharing with you based on whatever the content that I had from past 1.5 year and more during my KDP journey, and all those things I'll share with you so that you could kind of get the inspiration, and at the same time, if at all possible, I could kind of gain some from that experience. So with that said, I would like to say thank you for watching the video till the end, and I'm hoping for the best. I'll still keep on trying sending the email messages to KDP, and I'll see if at all by any chance if I get my KDP account back. I don't have much hopes, but it is worth trying. So with that said, take care of your KDP account. Make sure that you're not making any mistake. If at all, uh, during the beginning, it may possible that there are chances of mistake. Revisit your old books and make sure that any of the mistake that you have made, you are unpublishing that and making sure that your account is completely safe. With that say, thank you very much. And once again, thanks for watching the video till the end. If you have not subscribed to this channel, make sure that you hit that subscribe button and press the like button if you like this video. Whatever the thoughts or feedback that you have, you could share it in the comment section. Thanks once again for your time.